A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Dillon.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A give for Dillon running right.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the interception. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tarvarius Moore
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
taken at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back. Around the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott to throw it.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 2.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and beat.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to let it go again. Touchdown, Packers. Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The give is to Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Dillon a 1st down and more.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flushed out right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. This will be caught at about the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47.
Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
47.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are pouring it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go. At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Second and 10.
Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Third and 2, now Burrow. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Now Burrow on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
11, Thomas.
Dillon.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Number 46, 46.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown. John Ross, 84 yards. And the Packers continue to roll. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Forward now. Kill. 2. Watch 2. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pick it up. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Strip the ball. Strip that. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Third and long for Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this one is incomplete.
Let's go.
Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2nd and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow out to his left. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Man left, man left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play here for Dallas. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
He's got a man complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. One last shot now for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers,
they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.